Hi, and welcome to the 10 square metre workshop. Regular viewers will know that I don't like using toolboxes to store tools in the workshop. Way too inefficient. But of course I do use them when I go to work elsewhere. How do I use them? Coming up after this. Using toolboxes to carry tools is of course a very efficient way. But it's very important how you organise it. As I've previously videoed, I keep a base set of tools permanently packed. But what about other tools, such as my track saw? This has a number of other accessories, such as my anti-tilt splinter guard, rail clamps, joining bar, a couple of Allen keys, anti-tip clamp and waist side spacing jig. Not forgetting the power cable. And that's the point. How do you make sure you don't forget any of these? The answer is to have a home for everything. The gauges go into this box attached to the lid. The Allen keys fit into slots here. The joining bar clips into the back. The anti-tilt lock also has a home. The clamps have a restraining strap to the back. The splinter guard guide fits into the side amazingly well. Then the track saw and the power cable. Isn't it a nuisance having to keep load and unload all this stuff? Well, no, it isn't. I mean, things like Allen keys I've got hundreds of. I just leave some in there. And that's true of most of the parts, such as the edge guides. And the track joiner, I don't use that in the workshop, I use an MFT. So most of it just lives in there. But the important bit is I can see at a glance if everything's there. So I don't end up on site missing something very important. The same is true of my DeWalt rails. I don't use these in the workshop. My rail for there is hanging up. So in the side flap I keep other items relating to these rails, such as the dog guides and the router jig. This is just one example of the rail saw, but of course it applies to all your tools. If you ever arrive on site and find there's something missing, then your system's failed. Organisation, of course, helps prevent this. Check out my other videos, and if you like what you see, why not subscribe? That's all for this time. See you next time.